Hi, I'm Jen. I'm the owner of My Brooklyn Pilates, and today we're going to check ourselves for diastasis recti, which is also known as an abdominal split. It's very common during pregnancy. There are other causes besides pregnancy for DR or DRA, but the most common one is pregnancy, and it happens during the third trimester. Belly's huge, got to make room for that baby or those babies. And for a lot of people, they have the babies, those abdominals heal. That linea alba, the connective tissue, is healed, and the rectus abdominis muscles come back towards each other. And then there's some people like myself where we need a little extra help. So first, let's check for DR or DRA. I'm going to first show you upright what we're looking for, what we're going to do, and then I'll show you the actual check is going to be done lying on your back. So I'm going to come up to kneeling just so you can see, get up nice and close. So here, find your navel. Your linea alba, that connective tissue, runs above it. It runs below it, and the abdominal muscles, the rectus abdominis muscles, meet along that connective tissue. So what happens with DR is that linea alba stretches and you get that abdominal separation. And so what you're going to be doing when we're lying on our backs, again, let's just practice it sitting, standing, or kneeling, is you're going to find your navel. And you're going to run your fingers side to side. And notice if you feel like a little dip. There should be, if there's DR, there's a little crevice running up and down through the navel. It could be just above the navel, it could be below the navel, it could be at the navel, it could be the whole thing. DR looks different from one body to another. So you're going to just run the fingers over the navel, and they keep going, kind of zigzagging all the way up. You very well may not notice anything upright. It's going to feel potentially very different lying on your back. And then below the navel, all the way down towards your pubic bone. So that is what you're going to do. So let's get ready. Come to lying on your back. All right, time for our DR check. Come onto your back. You're going to place your fingers at your navel. Just let me practice upright. You're going to do a crunch. You're going to bring your chin down, look down towards your navel, and curl forward. And you're going to lift your head, lift your shoulders, and while you're here, run your fingers side to side. And notice, do I feel a little dip right along that middle? Just in one spot. Above the navel, below the navel. If you need to, feel free to take a break. Breathe for a moment, and then curl forward again. You can also check and see how springy it is. Do your fingers go down pretty deep? Or also should switch hands here for that one. So how deep do your fingers go if you do feel a little crease? Do they go down pretty far, like down to the knuckle or further? Or is it like, I feel a little separation, but it's kind of springy there. There's resistance there. That also plays a part in DR. And then lower your head back down. All right, come back up to sitting. So how did your check go? Did you feel like it was completely kind of flat all the way across? Or do you feel a little dip in certain spots? When I went to my pelvic floor specialist, I had diagnosed myself. So I knew I had DR, I just didn't know the details of what that meant, how severe it was, how mild it was. So for me, mine was about 2 inches wide, or 2 fingers wide, which is how it's gauged. So 2 fingers wide is considered DR. Less than 2 fingers is technically not DR, but a little bit of separation. And then it can also be wider. 3 fingers, 4 fingers, etc. wide. Mine was considered severe because it was not just at my navel, it was above my navel, it was below my navel. It was the whole thing was 2 fingers wide. So some people could have just at the navel, just above, just below, some combination, a couple fingers wide here, 4 fingers wide there, 1 finger there. Like I said, it can be different from one person to another. So the best thing to do is if you did feel a little dip, to go to a pelvic floor specialist, which is a physical therapist who focuses on the pelvic floor, and DR goes into that category of pelvic floor health. So seek out a pelvic floor specialist. They can give you all the details as far as what exercises you should do to help heal it, and if there's anything else that you should be doing or avoiding to heal as fast as possible. And if you have any questions about diastasis recti, how you checked yourself, you're not sure, if you need any assistance finding a physical therapist that specializes in pelvic floor health and diastasis recti, feel free to put a comment in below the video,
And feel free to reach out to me and I'll get back to you and give you what support I can. So good luck. Thank you.